Hey son, how's life in Galaxy City? Your mom and I were just talking about you. How proud we are. How fast you're growing into the man you're meant to be. We also heard from your friend Jimmy Foster. He told us to thank you. Apparently, he's still trying to wrap his mind around the fact that Jeremy Orin was born in 1588 and still looks like he just got his driver's license. He said, and I quote, "Derek, man, are you seriously telling me Jeremy's not just a really good-looking vampire with perfect skincare?" And then he told us how Jeremy explained that Pentillions don't age the same way we do, not in the way that makes sense to most people. Their aging is spiritual, psychological. If their mind stays young, their face follows. Jeremy's apparently been meditating since the 1800s. Using ancient Middle Eastern techniques he picked up while traveling. He's one of the most centered people Jimmy has ever met. I smiled when I heard that, because you're starting to develop that same kind of clarity. And Derek, I think you deserve the full truth about why. So let's talk. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Some of what I'm about to tell you may challenge everything you thought you knew about our family history. It might make you question things I've said in the past, or what your mom's told you. But I need you to know this, Derek. Your mom and I had a long, honest argument last night about whether or not you were ready to know everything. And while I didn't win the argument, she saw where I was coming from, and we agreed you deserve the truth. All of it. Please don't share this with anyone, not even your friends. Keep it encrypted. Your security clearance lets you lock it tighter than even Sharon Questar could crack. She trusts you with that, and I trust you too. That's why I'm going to go deeper than even your mom did. Ready? Let's start with the basics. Your grandpa, my father, Raymond Clarence Jones, was born on Earth in 1944. You've probably met him enough to know he's not your average old man, but what you may not know is that he's a Pentillion. Fully. His family line stretches farther back than I could possibly summarize in one video. And to be honest, I don't want to overload you. Let's save the deep ancestral dive for when we're together. What you should know for now is that he used his physics knowledge as a CIA black operations agent. He served under Director Arlen Conway. Yes, that Arlen Conway. These days, Grandpa Ray works as a contractor for one of the companies reporting to Conway. He and your grandma still occasionally get invited to Arlen's estate for dinner and social events. Their relationship is cordial, strictly professional. And in case you hear rumors otherwise, let me say this loud and clear. There's no conflict of interest. They keep it clean. Now let's talk about your grandma, Caroline Kristen Trevose Jones. Born in 1529. Yep, 1529. Do the math, Derek. That makes her over 500 years old, as of the year 2042. You might want to take a breath. She has a long, remarkable history. Physicist, diplomat, former prime minister of the planet Ethosa. When she stepped down from that role, her then-husband, Anthony Trevose, took her place. I'll talk about him in a minute. But first, you should know that Grandma Caroline also served as a CIA Black Ops agent. Just like your Grandpa Ray. Just like me. Like attracts like, I guess. Caroline and Ray met on Earth, fell in love, and eventually married. To this day, they remain active in quiet, behind-the-scenes ways. They aren't flashy, but trust me, people listen when they speak. Now, you might be wondering how someone born in the 1500s can still be alive and attending DC dinner parties. Well, the answer lies in our species. We are Pentillion. Yes, Derek. You, me, your mom, your grandparents. We're not fully human. You're part Pentillion. We live differently. We think multidimensionally. New identities? They're inconvenient, sure, but not complicated. When you get older, and it won't be long, you'll understand how to create and maintain lives that move seamlessly through society. But here's the thing. True Pentillions believe in giving back. We're not meant to dominate or drain civilizations. Unfortunately, Some Pentillions have lost their way. They've lived parasitically off weaker worlds for millions of years. But your grandma, your grandpa, your mom, and we took the high road. I hope you will too. You were born on January 1st, 2025. That hasn't changed. And no, despite the stories and rumors, there are no hidden clones or switched births. You are you, Derek Jordan Jones, born under a new sun with an old legacy inside your blood. But now, we come to the part I've been dreading. It's about your Grandma Caroline's first husband, Anthony Trevos. Derek, the truth is, he's my biological father, which means he's your biological grandfather. We're not on speaking terms, haven't been for years, and I don't want to lie to you or dodge this. Your mom, always the peacemaker, keeps encouraging me to reach out to him. She thinks it would be healing, but I haven't found the strength, not yet. Let me tell you what happened. When Caroline left Ethosa to live on Earth, Anthony was devastated. He'd loved her deeply, but she caught him in an affair with a well-known courtesan, a seductress famous for manipulating politicians. Caroline didn't just leave because of betrayal. She left because she loved Ray Jones, and Ray loved her back, genuinely, unconditionally. After she left, Anthony let his pain twist him. He forged an alliance with the YAreads rebels of the Reptilian Empire, specifically those stationed on Dragos. He blamed Earth. He blamed Ray. He blamed everyone but himself. Years later, he admitted his mistake. Caroline confronted him, and he told her he still loved her, that he felt betrayed, but his actions were inexcusable. That alliance, it nearly led to Earth's enslavement. And yet, something changed. Anthony, filled with guilt, broke his ties with the Reptilian Empire. He secretly began aiding President Abigail Tubman and the NATO alliance. He even opened diplomatic channels with Paradiso, the most mysterious sanctuary of them all. Together, they worked to dismantle the Reptilian plan to mine Earth's resources and subjugate our people. Your mom, Asha, has begged me to forgive him. She sees good in him, and maybe she's right. Maybe he deserves a second chance. I'm working on it, Derek. I'm trying. Because I owe you a father who can model forgiveness. And because I want you to know that we're not defined by the mistakes of those who came before us. We're shaped by how we respond. And speaking of responses, I want to talk about something that matters even more to me. You. I want you to know how proud I am of the man you're becoming. I watch the updates from Galaxy City, and I see you stepping into yourself with a kind of strength that humbles me. You've grown up so fast, Eric, and I realize now that I've treated you like my baby boy far longer than I should have. You're not a child anymore. You're 17, a young man, a future leader, a descendant of civilizations older than Earth itself, and you're carrying all of it with grace. I'm sorry it took me so long to say this face to face, or as close as I can from this chair. I should have sent this message sooner. But like a fool, I kept thinking there'd be more time. Now I know better. Now I see the urgency. Forgive me for the delay. Forgive me for holding back. And please reach out soon. Let me hear your voice. Let me know how you're doing, not as your dad, but as your friend, your fellow Pentillion, and your biggest believer. We love you, Derek. Now go light up that city. Dad out.